Hello, welcome to the channel. Linus is the name, and today we have the Toyota Corolla Cross. Now this is the 2023 model and it is a hybrid in particular. Now if you are the kind of person that is tired of traffic jam, burning fuel, and you feel like your car is consuming too much, and I believe you need a hybrid. Also, if you're the kind of person that travels a lot and you don't want your wallet to cry too much because you're burning a lot of money on fuel, then a hybrid is the way to go. Today, join me as we check out the 2023 Toyota Hybrid, a very beautiful SUV, and I'll be giving you a lot more details about this car. Let's go. So this 2023 Corolla Cross Hybrid is a very interesting vehicle in that it has two power sources. Now let's go for a little bit of a history lesson here. We have electric cars which have a battery and you plug it in to charge and you drive. And then we have ordinary combustion cars where you have, a fuel system where you have got an engine at the front and you go put in fuel and drive. Now this hybrid is a combination of the two. One, you have an engine up front and then you have a battery at the back. But where it becomes different is this is a self-charging hybrid, in that once your engine is running at the front, the battery automatically gets charged or gets discharged depending on how you drive. As you're driving along in your traffic, the battery is charging, the engine is charging the battery. Each time you hit the brake, the battery is regenerating. It's called regenerative braking. It generates that energy and puts that energy into the battery, charging it and giving you a much more range, giving you a much further boost in where you're going. Is a very, very clever bit of engineering, and I must marvel at it. Let's get to look at the engine up front. I want to show you the combustion engine, and then also get to show where exactly the batteries are, so that we get to know how it gets to drive. All right, so right here is our engine. Now this here is an inline 4 1.8 liter gasoline engine. Now this is naturally aspirated, so there is no turbo on this. It's just naturally aspirated engine. Now this beautiful little engine is dual VVTi, just to give it a lot more efficiency. Now as this engine here is running, it automatically charges your batteries at the back, and of course it has that clever mechanism where the computer automatically decides when to switch to engine and when to switch to battery. It just happens automatically. You're not going to be pressing any buttons for that, so all you do is enjoy your driving. Now this particular engine here will give you a very great mileage, especially when you combine the two, the electric and the gas combustion. And once you combine the two and you put some fuel into your tank, you're going to be running about 30 kilometers per liter of fuel. Imagine driving 30 kilometers about Kampala past Mukono on 1 liter of fuel. That is crazy incredible. We'll get to compute that, but on average you have about 30 kilometers per liter of fuel. Now this here is our powertrain. Now this is where you get your engine, the fuel combustion engine. Now the battery is all the way at the back. Now the two get their power, combine it, and then that is driven over to a CVT gearbox that is down there, and that drives the front wheel. Now this particular car is a front wheel drive, so all that power from both your electric motors and your engine goes through a CVT gearbox, and that is driven to the front wheels, propelling you forward. So moving over to the back side of the car, we do have a very, very sizable boot. It's really, really big a boot in case you're carrying, maybe you're trying to take the kids back to school, or you're just trying to carry a lot of luggage to get home. This boot is big enough for all your needs, and it even gets better. In case you need to become even bigger, you can actually fold over the seats and make it become like a mini pickup. Let's just do that right now. We also have this beautiful measure here. This here is, as I've just gotten to know this morning, it's called a toner cover. Now what it does is, in case you're putting valuables in your can, you don't want people to see, you just pull that over and it covers them, and your valuables stay down here. Now over here, all you have to do is go to this corner over here and punch that in, that moves out, and then you punch that in, that moves out, and then you pull it out, and now you have this. And now what you have noticed now is you have one really big and elongated boot for you now to carry a lot more cargo, to carry a lot more things. No matter what it is you want to lift or carry or transport, now you have a much bigger boot. Now talking about the interior, of course, we normally like to start our interior shots with the back seat because that's where most cars feel a little bit cramped. But in the 2023 Corolla Cross Hybrid, we have a lot of room, a lot of space. There's a lot of space. I think even somebody who's taller than me can be very comfortable in the back seat of this car. Now, talking about the back seat, we do have a nice separator situation going on here. You have this nice splitter in the middle to give you more comfort. It makes an armrest, and it also gives you some cubby holes over here for you to put your cups or maybe your coffee or drink or whatever it is. So that gives it right there, giving it a bit of a luxury feel. When you sit at the back of this car, you feel like, you know, yeah, you've earned it. You've really earned it. It feels like something really great. It's comfortable. Now talking about the seats themselves, they have this very beautiful leather, and it feels comfortable. They give it this bucket seat kind of feel, so it gives that lumbar support, you know, to keep the back, you know, comfortable. Even if you're hitting those potholes, you don't swing around too much. It feels very comfortable. Now still at the back here, before we move over to the front, at the back, of course, you have your dome lights, on off door, and down here we do have some more AC ports here. That is really great. Also to mention, you have a cup holder on that door, another cup holder on this door next to the mirror adjustment point, and you also have some document space over here at the back of the seat. And best bit of it, you see, these days everybody is moving around doing a lot of mobile work, so you might be running out of juice. This does come with USB ports as well. At the bottom here, you have some 2 fast charging USB type A ports here for you to charge your phone, and you can do it on the go, of course, as you're beating the traffic. So we move over to the front of the car. This is where you, as the owner or the driver of the car, will spend most of your time, behind the steering wheel. And I must say, this is a well-crafted machine. So let's first look at what features we can just have a look at from point go before we get into the nitty-gritty details. Let's kick off with, obviously, cup holders. Now you do have a 2 cup holders over here at the bottom. Now at the bottom here, you can definitely put in whatever it is you are drinking, coffee or whatever. You have your vents, a nice very big and wide dashboard over there that is it has a nice feel of this plastic is a really good premium plastic. Of course, you have your vents. The doors do have cup holders as well, so you're not worried about that. Then you have this beautiful steering wheel that has this well knitted, I must say, very well knitted, not a very big steering wheel, I must say. It feels just right, not too big, not too small. It's just the perfect sizing for a steering wheel. Now over here we do have our center console. This here is touchscreen entertainment unit, and it will also get to show you information of the car, like when it is charging the batteries, what is happening, your average fuel consumption. All that will get displayed on this particular unit. Now I must say, I like the fact that it is centered in the middle of the car. Now being in the middle of the car means, if let's say you're watching, you put maybe a music video or you put a movie for the kids, if they're at the back, they can easily see it. So it's properly positioned at a perfect spot for everybody, you know, to get to enjoy. Now let's fire up this car. Of course, being a 2023, it is keyless entry. Once you have this key fob over here, this is all you need. And of course, it's not going anywhere in here. All you just need to have it next to you in proximity to the car. So I'll just drop it over there in the cubby hole. Now, let's fire this guy up. Over here is where your button is, and that is all you have to do. You click power. Then that over there will tell you press the brake and push power to start. Now put our foot on the brake, and then we just click this button over here. it gives that beep, doop, and it says ready. Now once it does that, it is on. I kid you not, the car is on, but it's totally silent because at the moment we are running on battery. As you can see over here on the console, it definitely gets to show you, that's engine, that is the tires, and that is battery. So I come over this and just stop here. Like I said, it's a touch screen. Now gives you all the details of what is happening. Now, as you can see right now, my engine has kicked in. That is the engine over there, and it is pushing power to our electric motor, which is in turn charging our batteries at the back of the car, just there, as you can see. Now of course here you can get into more nitty-gritty trip information, average, regenerated power, cruising distance. All of those can be got in here on this center console. Of course, lots and lots more information, infotainment, all that can be done over there. Now let's get over here to the instrument cluster. We do have a speedometer that pushes up to 200 kilometers per hour if you're daring enough, but of course everything is well laid out. You notice there is no tachometer on this particular model because it's not really necessary in modern day cars, but all you just need to know is this here. Now once it's in the blue, it is charging. This green over here is eco, basically showing you how you're driving, are you aggressive or not. And if you really hit the pedal so hard, it will move to power mode up there. Now power mode basically is you're driving a lot better. Over here at the center again, next to the center console, we do have of course our AC controls. You have AC, dual AC, eco heating, cooling, all that is over there. And this particular console is Bluetooth enabled. On top of being touchscreen, of course it's Bluetooth enabled, and it is capable of pairing with your iPhone or Android phone. All you have to do is just connect your Bluetooth to it, and you can get to enjoy your custom selected tunes wherever you are rolling. So over here just at the bottom here, still in the center, we do have a USB port for you to charge your phone, and then we also have a small selector at the bottom here for you to select your modes. If you can see, we have EV mode, traction control, and drive mode. Now this basically will determine how your car is behaving in terms of if you wanted to drive only on electric, or if you wanted to have the motor running as well, especially if you're doing a very short trip. Now over to the steering again. The steering does have some very nice controls on the left here. You have your phone controls over here. You have your phone back. Of course, this is if you're paired your phone over there to the center console. Up, right, left, down, and the OK button, volume, and also your push to talk button. Over to the right of the steering, you do have cruise control. So basically you can set what speed the car should drive at, and just let your foot go off the accelerator and it will take you at that particular speed. You have different modes over here, and of course forward and back for your tunes in terms of driving. Now over here to the bottom, you might look at 3 pedals and think it's a manual car. No, it's very fully automatic CVT gearbox like we talked about earlier. Now this over here is our accelerator. We have a brake, and we do have the handbrake, which is the type that you just step to put in, step to engage, and step to release, step to engage and step to release. So that basically covers almost everything on the inside of this Corolla, but there are a few special features I would like to highlight. Now for instance, safety. But before I get into safety, there's just a nice feature that I would like to highlight over here, and that is these beautiful sun visors. Now the sun visors on both sides do have a mirror in them, and what I like is how clever they are. Once you open the mirror, that light does turn on to assist you. So of course once you close it, it goes off, open, it comes on. So of course if you're doing makeup and you want to make sure you're looking all very good before you get to the office, this here is something for you to have. Once you open, the light turns on to help you see yourself very well, and once you close, it does go off. Now I must tell you, in terms of safety, do not drive while applying makeup, please. Don't cause any more harm than we already have on the road. Now, still talking about safety features on the car, we do have quite a good number of airbags in case, God forbid, you're involved in a crash. We do have an airbag on your left. We also have an airbag somewhere on the right over here. You also, as the driver, you do get knee airbags, so to protect your feet in terms of a crash. And a very, very, very clever feature of the windows. Now the windows have a safety feature that is very handy if you are a parent. Now if you have the kind of kids who love sticking their heads out of the window, sticking their hands out of the window, these particular windows have a safety feature in that once they detect any obstacle, they will roll down automatically. Let me demonstrate that right now. So as you can see over there, we'll put a hand are obstructing the window, and as soon as it detects the window does come back down automatically, stopping you from hurting your child. Now finally, in terms of safety, is reverse. Of course, very many people fear reversing. You can't see what's happening behind you, but in this particular case, we do have a reverse camera over here. As you can see, once you pop it over from parking into reverse, that automatically turns on, and I can see everything that is happening behind me. And of course, it has this check surroundings for safety. Of course, we are talking about safety in this particular case. You have got to be as safe as possible, so this gives you ultimate safety anywhere you are driving. You have your reverse camera, see what is happening. Your kids won't get strangled with their arms chopped off by the window, and you have lots of airbags in case of anything. You are very safe. So that is a quick roundup of the 2023 Toyota Cross Hybrid from CFAO Motors. Now, if you are buying this in Uganda, the best bit of buying a brand new car is it does come with warranty. Now at this point, I normally just get to talk, but I need to be very sure of the digits. So I do have myself a brochure here from CFAO Motors talking about this particular car. Now, if you buy this car brand new, you have free routine service and maintenance for 2 years or 50,000 kilometers for free, whichever one comes first. Imagine 2 years where you don't have to worry about the car, you don't have to worry about brake fluid, you don't have to worry about engine oil for 2 good years. That is the beautiful of buying this particular car from CFAO Motors. So you can go over to CFAO Motors, request yourself a test drive of this particular car and get to purchase it. Its selling price is about 152 million Uganda shillings, and it does come in 7 different colors. There's a color to match whatever vibe you're in. For the ladies, you can decide to buy one to match every handbag you have in your wardrobe. It is allowed. But check it out, CFAO Motors today. I will leave the contact information at the bottom of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, see ya.